Next deck I want to try is Black-White Shadow. So this is almost card for card the list that Jeff Hoogland's running, or ran. You can find that on his YouTube channel somewhere. But I basically just wanted to give it a go. It is so Death Shadow is one of the cards that came out with Historic Anthology 4, and this is basically just a super clean, fast Death Shadow deck. So we've got all the cards you'd expect from Death Shadow, so Knight of Ebon Legion, Thoughtseizes, the Shadows itself, some protection, Dire Tactics as a way to lose life, Adanto Vanguard as a way to lose life, Maul of the Skyclaves as a way to give the Death Shadows flying, as well as some Faerie Guidemother to do the same thing. A couple of Ranger of Eos, they tutor basically all of the good stuff, and then we've got a painful mana base of Bolt lands and Shock lands and all that good stuff. I've got some more stuff in the sideboard for various matchups. Let's get cracking. So I had played a little bit of the previous deck. This is my first time playing Death Shadow, although I am vaguely familiar with the play patterns. But I'm probably going to keep some real nonsense. What you got? Why is everyone playing Niv Mizzet? So strange. I'll check their ramp away. Hopefully we'll be able to like beep beep go fast with these boys. We've already dealt ourselves 7 damage, so with the potential of dealing 4 to ourselves off this, our Death Shadows can be as chunky as they want next turn. Well, that was that game. Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet. How are we board against Niv Mizzet? Do we want Duress? They're a control deck. What don't we want? Probably don't need Skyclave Apparition if I was to place a bet. Bring in Duress. I'm just like, this is what happens when you net deck like a filthy triad. You then don't know what your cards are for. I'm guessing Kaya's for the mirror. And for like Lurrus decks. Could be Deckenstone. Let's try Deckenstone. Despark hits all this stuff, right? What did we see? We saw Tolzamir, Niv Mizzet. Let's do Despark. I mean, sure. Let's play out Knight. We do need to draw land. Cool. Where does Kaya come from? Did I have this Kaya in the hand before? Did I just not see Kaya? Why didn't I take this Kaya? Well, I'm probably dead because I didn't see there was a Kaya. If If I don't draw land next turn, that's probably going to be the game. Cool. Onwards. Is that just me reacting too fast? Did I miss the Kaya? Do I want Skyclaves again if they have Kaya? No, because we can punch Kaya. Or we can try and punch Kaya. I think this hand's too slow. Well, this hand's probably worse. With dire tactics. Let's play out a giant killer. We're on the 1-2 beatdowns. What you got? Christ! Safe the Kaya's going to be a pain, but I need to take proper Kaya. Well, we just need to not draw land. Because the hand's a bit good. At a bare minimum, they're going to be able to... Damn it. They're going to be able to kill one of our giant killers. I mean, why not? Why not put a Maul of the Skyclaves onto a giant killer? That's really, really not what I wanted to happen. Because now they can Nev. We can kill Nev. Can they Nev? This is the blue, right? So this is blue, red, white, black, green. Yeah, they're fine. Yep. See what they get. So they've got a Binding, a Crisis, an Angrath's Marauders, and a Time and a Growth Spiral. Time Spiral. So we took 8 there just so we can cast the Shadow. So that's now kind of up to the opponent what they want to do. So we can, at whim, pay another 8 life and make the Shadow into a 11/11. So they can... They're probably going to want to Binding the Death Shadow here. If they've got a land, Binding the Death Shadow and make us sacrifice a creature is going to be pretty good because that'll leave us with just the Vanguard. Which I will put a Maul on and attack them to 1. They can then play Coma. And keep it tapped down forever. Or they could play Kaya, exile something and then just die. Okay, well this doesn't do it, right? Because they can't Binding and Marauders because they're dead to the Vanguard. Yeah. Binding, kills the Death Shadow. Rampage makes us sacrifice the Giant Killer, and then we equip the Maul onto the Vanguard and hit them for 5. Interesting. What tricks do you have, opponent? Tyrant Scorn. Sure. So that keeps them alive. Let's take the Rampage because it's the cheapest card. So the issue then, we don't have much reach in the deck. So there's no haste and no burn or anything like that stuff. So not much bad can happen if they play Kaya and exile this. Or play Yorion and blink these and like bolt this, they'll go to 4, kill them all. Yeah. They might not even bolt this, they might just go straight for a face if they know. Yeah. This is just going to save it anyway. That doesn't do it. It does. It kills Yorion, which isn't nothing. Go to 3. Play out that. Keep dropping things on the floor. Stop playing with stuff that I randomly find on my desk. So they have to exile the Vanguard. Yeah. And next turn they just play a Crisis or a Coma and we can't win. Okay, well that was a fine first game. There's a chance this shadow build isn't good, and so what am I trying to say? Death Shadow. So you can build the black-white one, which is what we've got, or there's the black-red one, which is probably a bit more aggressive. So you could play Duress in the black-red one as a companion. Like you just slot it into like the black-red Duress Crocs Young Pyromancer deck. Just going around. Yeah. It's a shame this doesn't. We can't trigger this knight on turn 1 because we only deal 3 damage, but I think it's correct to go. So we can go Bolt Knight on 1, Plains Vanguard on 2, and we can deal 4 to ourselves to trigger the knight as well. So Gigantha could mean either the Paradox Engine deck, or it could mean sack. Temple Garden probably means the Paradox. Do we play against this guy earlier? There's a chance we played against this guy earlier when we were on Elves. Like 90-something% mythic. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure we played against this guy earlier. Let's see what happens when we can interact with our opponent. These giant killers are a bit clunky. Well, that was a great draw. Jesus. It's the engine, right? Because we can Skyclave Magda and we can giant killer. What's his name? Gigantha. I am a little bit on 7. I'm a little bit on 7. Moo! So I'm just going to end this. Play this. Don't need to take 4 because it's going to grow anyway. Probably didn't need to take 4 last turn, but we did it anyway for some reason. Okay. So against the Paradox Engine deck, what am I doing? Probably want Duress. Probably don't need to sideboard a whole lot against the Paradox Engine deck, to be honest. We don't. We probably don't need Alseid. We should probably bring in the Bloodchief's Thirsts. They're not going to be killing a bunch of our stuff. We just cut all the protection creatures. And an apparition. See, let's do that and see how that works. They're not going to do a lot of killing. We don't need to like punch through that many creatures, but we need the Bloodchief's Thirsts to kill like Kinnan and the early mana dorks. I wonder if they're going to decide to play first. It's a tough call. Hello? Hello? It's just like, I'm sure they were elves last time. This Death Shadow looks a bit clunky. We don't have any hand disruption. But I can kill a Kinnan. Or an elf. Let's kill an elf. Bosh. Probably going to want to bolt myself with this. Emeria's cool. Let's play a knight. I'm going to hold up the Giant Killer just in case they go for the Gigantha again. Well then. Oh god. I've got Giant Killer for Gigantha, so it's between Escape and Showdown. I think Escape is better than Showdown. I'll pay the 3 life there because that makes 5 with the Thoughtseize, so that'll grow the Knight. Getting closer to be able to cast this Death Shadow. Like an Adanto Vanguard would be an excellent draw. Well, next time we're just gonna go for Showdown. Fine. Christ. They play Niv as well? Playing Niv as well. A full smash. Pay 2 life for here, just in case I draw another Godless Shrine next turn. I can actually cast Shadow. So my opponent is going to get to play with all their toys this turn. That's a bunch of stuff. Cold Steel Heart, Magda, Cannon. There's no way they don't block this. Really? I think I just let this go through. It's a shame that we don't get to deal the damage. So we're not going to be able to grow the knight. I think taking the showdown is probably important because it means they can't put more counters on their stuff. And they are limited for mana, kind of. Kinnon's going to help a lot. I could straight up die. I don't think they have enough mana to go find Paradox Engine and cast it and cast something else, but they might do. Ooh, maybe they do. They do. Because this is 2 from the treasure, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got an elf. They don't have enough cards in hand, though. So I don't think they can Fae of Wishes, bounce it, do all the good stuff. They can probably activate Kinnon a whole bunch of times, though. Let's see. They might just have a random... They could have a good artifact to find with Magda. Or they're one spell short of being able to Magda. Being able to use Magda. Even if they whiff it, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to punch through this board, unfortunately. Because our main outs were stuff like Faerie Guidemother and Maul of the Skyclave, with the Fae of Wishes in the way, looking unlikely. Unless they tap. They could tap the Fae of Wishes for Kinnon. Did this not make 2 snow mana? Oh no, because Kinnon... yeah, sure, I get it. One of them's not from... It doesn't double the mana, it's Kinnon adding a mana. So that was a Kinnon to find a Sentinel. And an elf. And that's them done. Well, they've got a block with something against this knight, so we're going to smash it in. Kill an elf. I think that's the game, right? Because they can Fae of Wishes and go find the portal. If they wish, just go find the portal. And they can carry on going from there. Right. Did we see anything that brings me new information? Not really. Like, Escape to the Wilds and Showdown both cast from exile, so the cages don't really matter. Cages only really affect Kinnan, which is a bit mediocre. Should I bring in Deccan Stones? I think no. I think I'm fine with the amount of removal I have, I just need to go faster. Speaking of faster, harder, better, faster, stronger. So we get to go Pathway on black turn 1 and Night. Then we're going to shock with this Godless Shrine and double Thoughtseize them. And then we can play Vanguard. Didn't put Vorinclex in. We did not put Vorinclex in your green decks. Do I actually need to double Thoughtseize? Because I've shocked and Thoughtseized once. I'm going to hold off actually. I don't need to take this Mind Stone. Oh, no. Oh, they drew a dude? That's a shame. Probably wasn't going to take the dude anyway. Play Vanguard. I'm going to give it indestructible so we can get another count on the night. So now they can tap out to draw Gigantha, which I will Thoughtseize. Or they could have drawn like Escape to the Wilds or Showdown, which would suck. What is the lighting doing in my room? The light's not going to do anything. It's too bright to have the blind up, but too... Oh my god, really? They drew Kinnan? Okay, we're going to Skyclave Kinnan, because they can't be bothered with that. That's an amazing draw. Get that out there. You have a 1-2. Congratulations. Six, we don't do that. I'm going to play this. I'm going to bolt it in. Yeah, I'm going to bolt it in. I want to use Ranger to find some Death Shadows next turn. I want to be able to actually play them. Oi. Or I might just Thoughtseize the Gigantha. Well, that's good. I've just drawn a Death Shadow. I might need to start being a little bit less liberal with my life total. I do have this 1 mana 6/6. I'm going to take the Vanguard. I'm not sure I'm going to save the Vanguard if they choose to block it. Cool. If we draw a land, we can Ranger of Eos up a Faerie Guidemother and sort of jump something over the top. Or we could just attack with all of our lethal threats. Like a green food deck. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, what a green food is like sort of it picked up popularity a while ago, but sort of died back down now. I'm just liking I think the snow green deck. I've called my snow green deck Snow Chonkers because they be snow chonkers. It's got some good play patterns. It's got the fight spell is really good, and the man land is really good. The creature land is really good. No Pokemon. 2 Thoughtseizes, but the clock's really bad. I think I'm going to send this away. This is much better. Send away Bloodchief's Thirst. Hope I don't need it. I'd like to find a way to deal 1 more damage to myself next turn, so I can Thoughtseize. No, okay. I'm just gonna play these guys out. I'd like to draw a shock land or something. Another Thoughtseize isn't that good. This is only 3 damage it's going to deal me, so it's not going to be enough to trigger the Knights. Flashy. Oh, Christ. Can I ever beat this many things? You're a human, so you can't mutate onto that. This I can giant killer. Suppose a flash costs 1 less. I think I just take a Tyrant Scorn. Yeah, absolutely. See you later, Jamie. This hand wasn't good. Two Cutthroats. I think we died. I think I died. No, don't deal me damage, please. Oh no, I'm 5. What are we going to do? We're just going to get unsubstantiated and die. Lame. Right. Flash. We want Bloodchief's Thirst. We want Duress. We want Deckenstone. We want Alseid. We want Faerie Guidemother. We don't need Giant Killer. Trim a Skyclave Apparition. Because it's a bit expensive, mana-wise. I should choose Skyclaves. It's on the more expensive side. Hopefully we can get a better hand. This is fine? Question mark? Need a couple more ways to hurt ourselves so that we can actually Death Shadow. I'm going to lead on the Savior turn 1. I don't think we need to Thoughtseize turn 1. we'll see, that could be a mistake. They also mulliganed, I think, didn't they? Yeah, they mulliganed to... to 5? Well, this is lame. Take the Tyrant Skull. They did multiply, but the multiply was very good. Do you get to Ranger of Eos next turn though? So if they have like a counter spell or something. Counter spell would be unfortunate. Cool. I'd love to take this action. We don't unfortunately have any way of injuring ourselves for 1 mana. I've got a lot of white sources, but not very many. I've got black spells, not very black sources. I think I'll take a shadow and a no, because I want to. I've got a Selfless Savior. What ways of protecting? Should we get another Selfless Savior? Let's get a Savior and a Knight. Kind of already shows that we have a shadow in hand, but with if they start like slither wisping us, we're gonna be able to get shadow online quicker. So I got the Knight because I can actually play it next turn. And outside of drawing like another bolt land, I can't play the shadow. No, I do not want to attack into Slither Wisp, thank you. Whoa, they had a Slither Wisp. Didn't see that one coming. Hidden information. Yes, hit me. Hit me! Deadlands is a good draw. Get with Ranger. Yes, this is fine. Audio's gone a bit buggy. Right, undo. I want to take a pain. Let's play a Maul. I think I'm going to put this on the Ranger if it resolves. So they've got Brazen Burrow in hand, so they can bounce an equipment. Get him with Ranger and attack with Ranger and Knight. So we can pump the Knight. If we don't need to pump the Knight, we can go down to 12 and play a 1/1 Shadow here as well. Do you need to pump the Knight? So they can borrow in response to this, which kind of does a little time walkie kind of thing. They're going to bounce them all. That's fine. Got another spell as well. They could have like a Tyrant Scorn or something. Substantiate. It's fine as well. Taking the 3. So having this Maul back in hand isn't actually the worst thing in the world, because it's going to let me jump a creature, as is the Guidemother they don't know about. Fortunately, they do have the Brazen Borrower on standby. Definitely taking all this damage if they attack. Agadeem's Awakening. That'll be good later. Let's play a 1/1 Dasher. This could be bad considering they don't actually know about this, but then I think I'm gonna put this Maul on. So yeah, they've used the Brazen Burrow, so I'm gonna put it back on here and attempt to get him for 5 again. They can flash in the Brazen Burrow to block, just taking 5. Works for me. Get to grow the Knight. Get to flash in that. So they could be thinking that the Brazen Burrow is fine at blocking the Ranger of Eos. That's okay. Sorcery. So they are going to attack with the Brazen Burrow. That's interesting. That kind of leaves us a little opening. Though we're only on 9. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that we get burnt out here. That exiles, which sucks. Random snippets of audio are disconcerting. So they now do know about the Faerie Guidemother. Wow. So many bounce spells. You sure? Guess they have another removal spell? They must have another removal spell, right? Let's have a look. Trickster. Yeah, fine. So that's going to tap the Ranger. I got Brazen Borrower and Tyrant Scorn as well. I think we're dead. I can 5. 5 isn't 7. Then, so we can... Yeah, because there's a creature with flash. This is going to trigger this. So I can play out... What I'm going to do is... I can't do this because I have a black source. It's fine. I can play out a 1/1, play out a 1/2... But then, yeah, they can just Brazen Borrower the Guidemother and kill us. Blue-black flash, eh? We did the tempo. I did have fun during this game. Not that you'd be able to tell. Let's go. What's this KHM thing that I just keep running into? Lots of people with KHM at the beginning of their names. This is a mulligan. This is a keep. Get rid of the Guidemother. The cat could be wrong. we're just going to boop this. Take 2. Get in for 1. So this is aggro matchup. So we're going to have to be really careful about how we are, or where we're taking damage, basically. I'm fine doing this proactively. It's kind of a shame that none of these have been big enough to trigger the Knight of the Ebon Legion, and that we didn't have another black source, because I'd have loved to play Death Shadow this turn. Galia. Gonna type Galia? Yeah, cool, I'm gonna take that. Don't think I'm gonna block. Just gonna play a 3/3 Shadow. Because I can pump the Knight, I can use the Savior to protect. It's not going to stop us getting cleaved here, unfortunately. Oh, no cleave. I like no cleave. Play a second Knight because it's going to grow both the Knights. Oh, bad. That could be bad. Thinking, which is never. Oh no. Scavenging is an issue. Fortunately, I exiled both the creatures that died. The cleave is a lot better now, if they can even play cleave in the Coco deck, which I doubt. Although you do usually, for Coco decks, you do usually get 2 to 3, maybe 4 a push, kind of flex slots with your Coco. Or cards that you can play in a Coco deck that you can't Coco into. And cleave would be a good one. Another Shadow is a good draw. How aggressive can I afford to be? Stuff trading in combat makes the scavenging is way better. I think I can still afford to attack with one of these Knights. It's going to grow to, yeah, cool. They don't block it. My creatures are bigger than their creatures, but their creatures can be cleaved. Yes. So now they are dead to a Skyclave or a Faerie Guidemother, which is good. That's not that. That's 6. Ooh. I mean, they have to block both these shadows, right? So these are free attacks, essentially. So that's what we're going to do. This is fine. Just going to hold this. We did a cleave anyway, so I don't mind that attack. This is a cleave. If they say no to this, it means they do cleave. Yeah, cool. So block a trample, block a big boy. Die to cleave? Die to cleave. No, not dead, jump cleave. We were dead to unbelieve on that board anyway, because they had one more attacker than we had blocker. So let's get some removal in here. I don't think I need cages. Like, if they can't cast Coco, they'll just beat me down. We don't need... We need Maul because we need to fly over. Is it possible Adanto Vanguard's not good? Because we're not the aggressor. So we just cut the Vanguards. So we don't need to put that much effort into lowering our life total because our opponent's going to do that for us. Oh my goodness. That's better. So the thing I was saying about not needing to put effort into lowering our life total, we're going to do that anyway. Take Scavenging Ears. Should I have Godless Shrine on turn 1? Never mind. Bone Crusher. Take Galia. Okay. I have a 3/3. Your move, opponent. I'm also on 10. Right, now we're on 7. But I am going to draw more 6/6s. We'll see if this was good enough. Sure, let's go to 3. What could possibly go wrong? I will play a 10/10. What could go wrong is Stomp, land drop, Ramunap ruins me. That would suck. That would suck a lot. Whoa. Too cocky? Or maybe too cocky? Or may have fucked it. May have been a bit too cocky here. There is the chance that I was too cocky. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, okay. I shouldn't have attacked with a Ranger. I wasn't thinking about Coco. For some reason. Right. Should we do... No, I think we're going to call it for... I'm going to call it for Shadow as well. Okay, so Black White Death Shadow. This deck was good. I think probably the list I copied had 4 Ranger of Eos in it. I don't have 4 Ranger of Eos, so I don't play 4 Ranger of Eos. But 4 Ranger of Eos is kind of how the deck's constructed. Like without Ranger, you can play Lurrus in this, but obviously you lose Maul and Skyclave Apparition. Other than that, the deck's really solid. It can do some steady fast starts as long as you don't play awfully. Like the sideboard, I didn't play against like goblins or anything that the Grafdigger cages were for. Apart from that, yeah, this deck was really solid.